We are audible, right, for online people?
Yeah, yeah, audible.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests.
Good morning.
Good morning.
No.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and girls. I call meeting number 189 open. We have some guests today, so let's start our meeting with introduction of the guest. Can you please introduce yourself just 1 minute, your name, from where you're coming from?
So I'm Pradeep. So I'm from Tamil Nadu. So actually I work in the same Adam in the third floor of the tech. So yes, I joined as an
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
My name is Ram. I'm basically from Andhra Pradesh. For the last 10 years, I was in Wipro. I worked for a company called Creative Synergies Consulting India as senior manager HR.
Thank you. And we have one online guest, Nandini. Can you please introduce yourself? Will you be able to come in on camera? Hello, Nandini, are you there? Okay.
Sanika, can you hear?
Yes, I'm here.
Well, I had some internet issues right now, so I got logged out.
And Nandini speaking. Nandini, please go ahead.
I'm audible.
Yes,
Yeah, you can introduce yourself for 1 minute. If you're okay with internet. Okay, we'll continue with that. So, our members, how do we welcome our guests to Hoodie Toastmasters Club? With big round of applause. At the end of the meeting, I'll be sharing a guest packet or guest booklet to all the members, to all the guests, to know more about the Toastmasters, to know about the Foodie Toastmasters Club specifically, and you can contact us for any of the inquiry. Come to the point. Yes. Steve Jobs once said, there is one reason, single reason. Oh, please come. There is only one single reason that separates people who is doing things from the people who always dream of doing something but doing nothing. It's not about the intelligence, it's not about the money, it's not about the work ethics, something like that. It's way simpler than anything else. When he was 12 years old, Steve Jobs approached Bill Hewlett, the co-founder of HP, for some spare parts of computers for one of his projects. Bill gave him the spare parts. Also, he gave an offer to work in his company during his summer holiday. It was like a heaven for him, for Steve Jobs. Now the question is, what special he did to get an opportunity in a big company during his early stage? Yes, yes. Yeah. Okay, after the break again, I'll start my story. I lost the flow, but it will continue. That's why we are Toastmasters, right? So what special he did? Okay, we have so many newcomers. Anyway, for the available members, we finish it. So what special he did to get an opportunity in a big company during his early stage? Anyone who remember the story now? Okay, he asked questions. It's fine, no problem. It happens. Now, why I said this story here with everyone? There is one reason. We have so many members in our club who are held back due to some self-doubt or unwillingness to take or use the opportunities when they come, when they get it. Because they are reluctant to ask some questions. In last 4 or 5 years, I always ask one question whenever I get an opportunity. I talk like this. If I use this opportunity, if my current situation will worsen than before, most of the time, the answer is no. If the answer is no, then we don't have nothing to lose. And that's the point here. We have to use the opportunity. We have a 26 plus eligible members in our club. And when we share the Google form for participating in the contest or even take a voluntary participation, hardly we get 4 or 5 members nomination still. So I request all the members to ask yourself this question. What is going to lose when you be part of this contest? Just try to participate. Nothing to lose for you. So after this event, this meeting, please go to the form, tick mark whatever your preferences, and nominate yourself, whether it be a volunteer or be a contestant of the contest. Okay, so to continue with this warm-up contest, we have a Toastmaster who is a well-known, what happened? No. Who is a well-known in Toastmasters community. And he is more famous in District 92 level than in our Pudik level itself. And let's welcome with big round of applause our Toastmaster of the day, a contest master, Toastmaster Arjit, widely known as Oreo. Before I wind up, I would like to know why you are called as Oreo in Toastmasters community. You have to tell that first.
Okay, so a lot of people think I did not like my name, that's why I think. But the case was like when we transitioned into online meetings, and online meetings initially were a little boring. But just to make it funny and all, I changed my name, and then I saw others also change their name. So, and then everyone started calling me Oreo, and that's also it was a name given by my colleagues in when Oreo biscuit was introduced. So all girls. So I do not know their intentions, but okay, so welcome to the 189th meeting of Hoodie Toastmasters Club. For those who have assembled today we are having the regular secretary meeting. We'll be having a prepared speech, then followed by evaluations. Prior to the evaluations, we'll be giving 5 minutes for the people who are participating in this mock contest. Anyone else who would like to participate in the evaluation mock contest?
Yeah, here.
Okay, we have one more.
Five is the slot.
Fifth slot. Okay. And after that, everyone will come and give their evaluation to the speaker who has nominated himself to prepare his, present his speech. After that, we will be having the table topics mock contest, time permitted. So we have started a little late. We will try to adjust everything today. Welcome all again, once again. I hope you have a fun meeting today. You will observe how evaluation is given from very new members, actually, like first-time participants and all that. So I'm looking forward to this meeting in particular. Welcome all Toastmasters. I have to read out from a script, so again I have to welcome you. Welcome all Toastmasters and guests to the mock evaluation speech contest of Hoodie Toastmaster Club, which is being held at Ardente Office 1. The purpose of today's contest is to provide an opportunity for speakers to improve their speaking abilities and recognize the best as encouragement to all, to provide an opportunity to learn by observing the more proficient speakers who have benefited from that Toastmasters training. We do not have a chief judge. We'll be voting, we'll be sending the voting link. So that will be managed by Dixon. Today, we will listen to a test speech of 5 to 7 minutes. The contestants may make note during the test speech using their own writing materials. So everyone has been presented with a paper. And if you want to come over here, you can come. All at the conclusion of the test speech, contestants will be taken to a separate room where they have exactly 5 minutes for that, for the difficulty of space. We'll be giving 5 minutes time for people to write over here. So there will be 5 minutes of silence and they will be making their notes over here. And then they will be leaving outside and will be presented one by one, and they will be giving the evaluation, which is for 2 to 3 minutes, and there's a buffer of 30 seconds. If they exceed that 2 minutes 30 seconds, their evaluation will not be considered for voting. 3 minutes 30 seconds. If they are not able to present their evaluation within 2 minutes, or means like if it is less than 2 minutes or if it is more than 3 minutes 30 seconds, their speech stands cancelled. Their evaluation stands cancelled. Our test speaker for today's mock contest is Toastmaster Arun, and with a speech titled Connect the Dots, Toastmaster Arun.
Significant in Indian history about June 1997. Anybody has a clue? 97, just 26 years back. It was the first time that we have a documentary evidence of an insult heard at Arun Sriram. Can you imagine Arun Sriram? Let me give you the context. I was in my 12th standard at that time, 12th grade, as Gen Z would like to call it. At that time, in our school, there were 3 primary positions for representing the school. One was the school pupil leader, the second was the cultural secretary, and the third is the editor of the Fourth Estate. Sounds jazzy, doesn't it? The Fourth Estate is a small bulletin board that is put up in the high school corridor. So this person, the TFE editor, as he would be called, would curate content like poems, stories, pictures, etc., and then put it up there. That is the role of the TFE editor. This was the non-glamorous part of it. The glamorous part of the job was that the TFE editor would be the one coordinating and leading the entire intra-school cultural event season. Which means in a co-ed school, ladies and gentlemen, the opportunity to talk to a lot of people of your interest. When I put my name as a nominee for the Fourth Estate editor, my class teacher told me in Tamil, Arun, adukku English theriyanume, which translates to Arun, for that you need to know English. The choice of her language was stinging. She thought even if she told me that Arun, you need to know English, I may perhaps not comprehend what she was telling me. She really stung me that day. I thought, okay, if I'm really weak in English and if I need to make amends, I need to make lesser marks in maths so that English looks better. Because that insult was not hurled at me by an English teacher, but by my class teacher, Miss Usha Vardarajan, was a maths teacher. She told me my English is weak. Well, moving on to July 1998, I had written a simple answer to an English question that was part of my BCom first year syllabus. My BCom college principal was an English teacher. That's how karma keeps playing around. And when she read out my answer while she was correcting it, she was extremely happy. So she called me to the front of the class and read out my answer to the rest of the class. And she told me something or told the entire class something. She said, this answer paper is of MA English quality. 1 year back, I was told I need to know English. And here is someone telling me that my English answers is of the quality of an MA English student. What had changed in that 1 year? Did my English get any better? No. What changed was somebody evaluating my English who perhaps knew English. That was the difference. And that was a stroke of encouragement given to someone in his late teens, saying that you are wonderful at something. How cool is that? How powerful is that? Till date, I will never forget Dr. Jayanti Srivardhan, who was an English professor and a college principal. Come to February 2017. I was at a company offsite in Delhi, and we had Kenny Sebastian. Has anyone of you heard Kenny Sebastian? He was performing the role of an MC, and I was part of a skit. I enacted a small role in a skit, and my lines landed really well, and that gave me the confidence that maybe I could do something on stage. And I love the fact that, okay, here is stand-up comedy, it's a beautiful industry, let me go and explore. So I attended my first open mic at Jagrati Whitefield in July 2017. I performed my first solo special in March 2018 at Studio Pepperfry Whitefield. It was a sold out show. That's how good I was in spamming my friends to make them join my show and see my show. But my second special called SAR, the Indian way of saying sir. So it was called Sir, and I premiered it not in Bangalore but in Chennai. This was July 13, 2019. I remember the date very, very clearly. It was a Saturday afternoon. And who was in the audience? Miss Usha Varadhan's daughter. Because my interview about my show was featured on the Hindu the previous day. And when you're featured on the Hindu or in the Hindu in Chennai, it means you have arrived. That was good to see the event host who actually made sure that I got a interview done with the Hindu. So I am sure Ms. Usha Varadhan would have seen that interview, read that interview, and told her daughter, I don't think I can go and face it. See if he has improved his English. It was such a wonderful moment for me to perform, where that teacher who told me, Arun, you're no good in English, her daughter sitting in the audience was very special. She went out of the hall without uttering a word to me. Definitely she was in shock. Whether she was in a happy shock or a sad shock, I'm really not sure. Since then, I've been performing for the last 4 years, and I've been performing primarily in English. I have completed 5 specials, and I've toured across Chennai, Hyderabad, Mumbai, Goa, Mysore, of course, Bangalore as well, and different suburbs of Bangalore. I call it my world tour. And I also performed on Zoom to audiences all the way from South America to Australia. And all of this is primarily in English. Why do I say this, and why have I narrated this story to you? There's something called schema in psychiatry. Schema is something that is set deep inside you, that keeps reflecting within you, and it manifests through you to different people in different ways. There are things that happen in childhood that strongly reside within yourself, and somewhere you want to either comply with it or challenge it inherently. That is the beauty of the schema. And since I've gone through therapy, I know the importance of this. While I've been performing stand-up comedy from 2017 till 2023, and it keeps continuing as well, the beauty is somewhere deep down, what Ms. Usha Varadhan told me would have stuck to me. What Mrs. Jayanti Srivardhan would have told me, that would have stuck inside me. And I would have wanted to comply with what Dr. Jayanti Srivardhan said, and challenge what Ms. Usha Varadarajan said. And that is perhaps is what is manifesting in my entire stand-up competition. For me, it is not to perform in the NCPA auditorium of Mumbai, Chaudhaya Memorial in Bangalore, Music Academy in Chennai. That is not my dream. My dream is when Ms. Deepa Varadarajan's mother, Mrs. Usha Varadarajan, will come and see my show one day. That would be the day that, irrespective of whether the Hindu features it or not, that would be the day that I would have genuinely felt that I have arrived in the stand-up comedy scene. Just to boast a little bit about myself, I now have 30,000 followers and 5 million views on social media, but I've still not seen Ms. Usha Varadarajan liking any of me. Even if she can't make it to the auditorium, the least she can do is say, like and say, Arun, you have done better today. It's a joy to connect the dots inherently through schema, challenging it, complying with it. But when you just look back at the journey from 1997 to 2023, it's been extremely fulfilling. The final frontier, Ms. Usha Varadarajan in my audience. Back to you.
Pastor Arun, speech. Now we will be giving 5 minutes of silence to the participants, the contestants will be writing. Do you want to go to a different room? Because we have a room, then we can make arrangements for. Okay. And can you take the timer also? Yeah. So you can instruct you 5 minutes you have to give them. So take the go. You've got other chairs from there. So they don't have chairs. Just confirm one. So we are planning to have a table topics contest also, a mock table topics contest. We are looking at 5 people. So what we'll be doing is that we'll be giving a topic. What normally happens, we'll be giving a topic. You all will be again taken to another, like we have 5 people, 5 or 6 participants. So the first speaker will be here, and then we'll be calling the rest of the people to come over, come one by one and speak for 1 to 2 minutes on the chosen topic.
The topic will be the same.
The topic will be same.
So the participants, other than the first person, will not be in the room.
Yeah.
So that you don't get it's always a brand new topic to the next participant.
So it will be the same topic. So who all would be interested to participate? We are looking at, okay, we have one. We have 2. We have 3 and Manjula is the sergeant accounts. Okay, we can try. We can. We'll make Manoj the sergeant.
Final contest. When is your contest plan?
It is on October 8th. No, for now.
Now, table.
No.
No, we are doing a mock table talk.
They know.
Okay. So each 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay, 5. Okay. Just give me your name. Your name. No, we'll keep you second or third. Yeah, but no, it's fine. You raised your hand. No. Okay. So Pooja and then Manas.
Let's take him to start with you.
Manas, nahi. JP, Jayaprakash, Kirti, Saurabh, and one more person, Manjula. So we have to see whether we.
We only see what's there.
Yeah, no, we are
doing speech.
Yeah. No. After the evaluations and all.
You will be told to leave.
So we don't get.
Yeah, for the other person.
Because everybody gets the same topic, no? So you cannot accidentally also hear it, then your ideas of people now I know what.
What we all That's
why you should deliver regular. That is benefit of road. It's impossible, mechanically impossible, but if it does happen, then you cannot say anything. Because as far as the contest is concerned, you are totally physically away. I mean, it's not like we are standing outside the party.
And one more thing about the contest is, it is not only about coming on the stage and speaking and all that. Organizing a contest is equally a very responsible job, because it is then the learnings you have it from here, and if there's in your organization there's a special thing, you know what are things you have to take care of. So do look at the volunteering role also if you are reluctant to participate as an evaluation or a table topic contestant. So do look at these because it's fun actually. You get to have a lot of learnings.
For the original day.
Yeah, so our contest is planned on October 8th. The venue is again going to be SMR Vinay Endeavor, the community hall. Just right besides, we have a apartment where we regularly conduct our contest. And apparently the person who organizes it has left for USA. Whatever.
Who's that?
Chandrasekhar. Yeah, Chandrasekhar.
Who is it? It's a good karma for.
Yeah. So please help us. We will go to US if you want to go. So, which class are you in? Gen Z.
Great.
No, last time you said it was nice one. Gen Z AA. Your name?
Myself,
Yeah.
Uh,
Introduce yourself. Yeah.
I'm Rohit.
I will.
I work for Novus as a senior specialist data analytics, and I've been a part of Toastmasters earlier. So I heard that Hootie is conducting a Toastmaster session here. So I thought, why don't I visit and have
Where do you stay?
I live nearby Ayapan.
Okay. You have a neighborhood.
Where do you stay? What Alpha Labs.
Oh, Alpha
Yeah.
Oh, he stays in Google.
Our ex-history director also stays.
And by the way, Manoj, special to you. Yesterday, Manoj organized an event where we got past division directors to participate.
And you're a guest for this club?
Yeah,
Your name?
my name is Kashmira.
Okay.
And Kenny Sebastian, he is from the same place where I stay, One City. So his parents,
One City.
yeah, his parents. He's not staying here now.
Yeah. He is in here.
Yeah,
You know the family.
yeah, I know.
Okay, next time you visit them for any event, just let me know.
Those monsters only.
And yourself?
Manas.
You have to message Dixon about sending the next. We should have informed earlier, but we'll be informing all the speakers and all the evaluators that the time taken was 6 minutes, 45 seconds. Our first contestant for the day is, okay, you have to be careful because you guys will be voting for them. Okay, so we listen to them properly. Okay, and our first contestant is Toastmaster Vinayakam for his evaluation of Toastmaster Arun speech. Please welcome Toastmaster Vinayakam on the stage for the evaluation.
What a blockbuster premise. Our hero, simple, fun-loving guy. We all know how heroes are. He's insulted by his teacher, mathematics teacher, about English. Like nowadays we have these ministers of one discipline talking about some other things also, right? Something like that. Then there is a sliver of encouragement given by another teacher. Then at the end of the song, there is a standing ovation. And we see that the teacher who has insulted him is standing, giving an ovation. Well, not quite, right? The song, it's not a song. It has been a struggle for 16 years, 26 years. Thank you. And the teacher is not there yet, but we can visualize it. The speech took us from that position and we could see that happening. If not now, it will happen soon. That was a great start with a very personalized question. I was hooked completely. I forgot that I'm evaluating. I thought I was in one of his stand-up specials and I just need to laugh and I need to applaud. Of course, I woke up to the fact that I also need to jot down some points. The word schema also resonated with me as a software engineer. The schema is something that your software adheres to, and probably in therapy or in psychology also it is somewhat similar. So the speech, the whole speech was personalized. There was a great use of hand gestures, voice modulations. The humor was self-deprecating. That is the best kind of humor. Amazing speech. Hardly anything to nitpick. The only point where I would think if it could have been, that's a great message, right? You connect the dots, go with the flow, connect the dots, and you don't let people bog down. It's a great speech. Whenever somebody gives you feedback, also you think about who is the person giving the feedback. Is the feedback valid? Do I need to take it? It's a great message there. The only thing I would recommend, if you can take it up, is the fact that language by itself cannot be an indicator of your self-worth. Unfortunately, in India, that has become a norm for many people. I believe if that can also be blended in, that would be fantastic. This would take the speech to a different level. All in all, I love the speech. It felt like a free ticket to one of your comedy specials, and it was fantastic. Thank you. Thank you so much.
What's the time?
2:24.
Generally, we have a minute silence, but it's for judges to evaluate. Normally, there will be judges sitting in the audience, but today we don't have judges. You are the judges, so take note of his evaluations accordingly. Yes. Our second contestant is Nagamahesh for his evaluation of Arun's speech. Please welcome him on stage. What do you, Toastmaster Arun? The time taken by the speaker was 6 minutes 46.
Thank you so much. Contest chair, fellow Toastmasters, judges, and my friends. Good morning to one and all. Arun Sriram, your start was great. You narrated your startup comedian journey in a very nice manner. You really took back us to the timeline, mentioning the years 1997, what you did, 1998, what you did till 2008. And you engaged with the audience by asking questions, like mentioning Kenny Sebastian and your teachers, favorite teachers. And your engagement with the audience was great, and eye contact is also great. Your eye contact is you're able to maintain till the leftmost corner, also rightmost corner. You're covering all the people. It was awesome. you added lots and lots of humor. Like English teacher telling about your maths. So, and you are master of expressions. Really, one should learn from you. The way the words you pronounce in a high manner, sometimes low manner. And also mentioning about your teachers, Usha Vardarajan, her mother Jayanti Vardarajan. But few suggestions I have for you. Let the audience engage with you. Like you are asking a question, but you should give a second to respond so that you can engage more with the audience. And the second suggestion is you have great stage presence, but you could have used the left side of the part of the stage while talking about the maths teacher and right side of the part of the stage while speaking English teacher. You utilize the stage, but sometimes while roaming like this, you saw up and down. Maybe the connection is missing at that time. That's what I felt. But overall, it's a vibrant speech. It's add lots and lots of humor, great expressions. But still, these are small suggestions I would like to add for your upcoming speeches. No doubt, you are a great stand-up comedian. We appreciate it. We see lots and lots of people follow you. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Contest chair, judges, fellow Toastmasters, thank you so much.
Thank you, Nagesh. And we having our third contestant. Our third contestant is Toastmaster Narasimhan sir. For his evaluation of Arun Shriram's speech, please welcome him on stage. The time taken by the speaker was 6 minutes 47 seconds.
Okay, good morning, Toastmasters and guests. Today I am evaluating the speaker, Mr. Arun Shriram. And his speech was connecting dots. How he transformed from the ordinary speaker to a stand-up comedian. So I'm going to evaluate his speech in 3 sections. OBC, opening, body, and conclusion. How he brought it. Did the introduction of the get people attention? Is it creative or interesting or shocking? Yes, it was a shocking for me. When he said, what is the significance of 1997? Really, we all are wondering, who can remember 1947? Really, I was totally confused. What happened in 1997? I recollected my very bad. Then he slowly said that Arun Shriram got into the college +2 study. So the opening was amazing. It attracted everyone's attention. And the body of the speech clearly organized? Did he build up to a point? Yes, according to, in my opinion, the speech was well organized. How he transformed from 1997 and 1998, when he was elevated to, when he wrote an exam, how it was appreciated by other teachers. It is well organized and comes to hand movement, the way it's open palms, the whatever is very confidently spoke about the parts, well organized. And with the intonation of the speech, amazing. Wherever it is required, he's taking the speech and bringing it up. And I really appreciate the way you put the pause. Usha Vardarajan, daughter. Yes, good. I'm working in his teacher only. Then he has come out to Usha Vardarajan. Pause was amazing. Was the overall effect of the speech is made a point? Yes, it was amazing. The conclusion he made it very clearly how we got into transform, how we taken up to different challenges. However, in my opinion, I want to do two suggestions. First 2 minutes speech, he was talking hero. I think she would have used the entire space here. My second suggestion for him, when he started giving the speeches, just is very monotonous. He said, Bombay, Delhi, Bengaluru, like that. Other state, other countries also. He would have shown in the crowd, maybe in the map with the hands, it would have given more. So with this, I'm concluding my evaluation. What there are nice things.
Taken by the speaker is 6 minutes, 37 seconds. And our fourth contestant is Toastmaster Veena for her evaluation of Toastmasters Arun's speech. Please welcome her on the stage. Over to you.
Good morning, Toastmasters and guests. So I will be evaluating my targeted speaker, Mr. Arun. I was just going through a few points which I will be evaluating. Yes, the speaker achieved his objective. I could relate and I could connect those dots. I could see him as a +2 guy who was just going through all these stages and understanding the teacher's mindset, all those things. Yes, the speaker achieved the objective and he was able to communicate through the body language. His eyes, I could see the glittering in his eyes, saying as if there's +2 boy talking to his teacher, understanding the teacher's expression, and the gestures was really good, and the call for the action. The thing what I understood is, don't take everything as silly. People may come and tell us many things. Don't just ignore everything. Few things let us ignore. The things which are very touching, which we feel bad, let us ignore. Other things, like few things we have to take it as a challenge. How the speaker told about the ma'am Usha Vardhan, if I'm taking the name correctly, how the ma'am is telling few things he has to take as a challenge. Even we also have to take few things as a challenge. Only then we will be improved. Few things. Okay, so even I was also able to relate to my childhood days when my English drama teacher was telling, okay, you have improved a lot of English, your grammar is really coming good. Till now, that was in a 5th standard of mine. Even now, I remember that day. That is Miss Jansi ma'am. I remember that well. So when the speaker told about things, we were able to relate everything as a 2 teachers. Everything we were able to relate to that. As in a table, the teacher will be calling and saying this. So, few things we have to just take it as a challenge, and this will be improving our life. And that day will keep that as a memorable day in our life. And there was no much distraction in the speaker. We were able to concentrate on the speaker, and I did not see any distraction. We were all able to understand the speaker very well. And the energy, yes, the energy was really good. Yes, kept the energy from start to end in the same pace. And there was no drop in the energy and the flexibility in the voice. Yes, so when he was communicating, I could see the flexibility, but sometimes I felt maybe the teacher-student relationship, maybe that voice modulation can be a little bit better, so that we will know, okay, the teacher and the student, that voice modulation, I think I felt a little bit better. I can be make it. Okay, so overall it was a very fantastic speech, and everybody was taken to that school level where the +2 student and the teachers, and till now we are able to connect those dots. And we all went to our childhood days. That's what I felt. Thank you.
Today I don't have my Usha Vardhan. But what famous by Arun.
Very good. Fifth and final contestant is Toastmaster Ajit for his evaluation of Toastmasters Arun's speech. Please welcome him on stage. The time taken by the speaker was 6 minutes 47 seconds.
Good morning, everyone. Today, I'm taking this, giving the evaluation of Mr. Arun Sriram, with the topic, connect the dots. I would like to divide the complete evaluation into 3 segments. The concept is called as ICE. ICE refers to I is introduction, C is content, clarity, and conclusion of the concept, and finally E, how it was been executed. So to start with introduction. Okay, when he started, Arun started his evaluation. The introduction of character was pretty clear, and even the topic where we could relate easily. And it was pretty simple English, along with the timelines and journeys of what he mentioned year by year and how it went on. So this is about the topic, connect the dots, so that when we look the topic from the overview where you could relate it. Then coming to the C part, that is content. Content was pretty good. That was easy to understand and very simple. And even he could introduce something called a schema, concept of how one can relate to. Clarity, yeah, because of clarity in his speech, we could connect the dots, what he mentioned in his speech. Then coming to conclusion, okay, at last, what was the takeaway? Why he briefed his entire story? There were takeaways out of that. There was a closing with the finally with the topic also connecting the dot. That is what I liked about it. Then coming to the last part, execution. I could see there was eye-to-eye contact. Usage of stage was pretty clear. Engaging with the audience, that has been noticed. So this is the evaluation what I could make. A few, if any, improvements are being asked. I do not see anything. If I would like to score out of 100, I would give 95. So this is what I want. This is what my evaluation.
Thank you, Ajit, and everyone who has come on the stage and presented the evaluation. I hope Arun benefits from this evaluation. And now we'll be presenting the voting link. Okay, what's the time taken? We did not have any disqualifications with respect to time. Okay, Toastmaster Arun has to leave.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, that brings the conclusion of the speech, and we are at 10 minutes 55, 11. Voting link has been shared. Please vote. And no, people who have participated are not supposed to vote. People who have participated are not supposed to vote. So I hope everyone is voting. Narasimhan sir, I hope you are not voting. No. Do you have the voting? Can you give him the voting? Yeah. Okay, he will vote. Okay.
Benefits of guests.
No.
Yes, just raise.
She's saying the
Evaluators, please raise your hand.
Vinayak Murugan.
Narasimhan.
Ajit.
Okay. Okay, we have to make some adjustments with respect to the table topics contest because our time is a little short for us. Anyone who would like to withdraw their names, 2 withdrawals we have 6 applicants. So because of it. Okay. What table topics are Manjula, okay. No. Because we need them, you also to vote for them.
And I saw the topic.
No, that is another topic. We have. Done voting, how many you received? I'm not voting. Okay, we have received. Now, thank you. Not 2 more minutes, I'm giving 30 more seconds. Because we have our table topics also coming up, and I will read out the order of the speakers. We have Pooja as contestant number 1. Then we have Manas as contestant number 2. Jay Prakash as contestant number 3. And the final contestant would be Kirti as contestant number 4.
I think I also enrolled.
For the table topics, but we don't have time. Sanika, would you also like to participate? No, we'll give her as the first contestant. Sanika, would you like to participate in table topics?
Not really. I think I need to first develop on ready to speeches. So.
Questions. I asked for courtesy. I was expecting no.
I was wanting them.
Okay. We are done. Okay. Now I will request the Sergeant at Arms. Okay. We'll announce the results after the.
Tell me the names of it.
No, carry on.
I can help also. You can.
No, you said. We need people to vote. Okay. JP. Okay, so I will request the participants except Pooja to accompany the Sergeant at Arms into the breakout room. Okay, the time allotted will be 1 to 2 minutes, and there's a buffer of 30 seconds. Timer, please take a note.
So it's a common topic.
Yeah,
It's the same topic. Any contest. Yeah. Like the common speech for evaluation.
Okay, wait. I have to read out a lot of things. Okay, we'll start with the main. Wait.
Assume that you have heard whatever he wanted to say.
Whatever I wanted to say. Wait, just a second. Just take note, first speaker is Pooja. Our first contestant is Toastmaster Pooja. Toastmaster Pooja, your topic is: it is better to commit small wrongs for the sake of bigger rights. It is better to commit small wrongs for the sake of bigger right. Toastmaster Pooja.
Thank you, Toastmaster. This topic. I just take 2 seconds to think about it. Okay. Yeah. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. This topic takes me back to all the decisions I may have made in my career and life so far. One of them I would like to take here. I was in college. back to a story if you have heard me before. I did not choose science or maths by myself. I was dragged into because I wanted to become doctor and family wanted to push me into CA so that no less fee to pay and more output to get. And that's how I came to science, being in middle of commerce and bio, came to maths and accidentally became. That was the first small mistake. Now I look back, that time for a student in 10th, it would be a very, very big mistake. From then to now, I started in IT, and there also initially I did not like coding. So I thought, okay, I will explore other things as well. But accidentally I got into job where I felt it is a big mistake. I'm not enjoying it. Went forward, I got to meet some amazing people over there. And that's the small mistake which made me, okay, let me try. Let's see what happens. Those amazing people smoothened that journey, and I actually started enjoying coding. Back from then to now, I work with Microsoft in computers, in software, and those small mistakes now made me something much confident in the things which I always did not know that I could do. The small mistakes made to the big of my career. So with that.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pooja. Now we'll observe silence as long as other contestants. Our next contestant is Toastmaster Manas. No. You will be voting whomever you like here. Our second contestant is Toastmaster. One. Our second contestant is Toastmaster Manas. Toastmaster Manas, your topic is it is better to commit small wrongs for the sake of bigger rights. It is better to commit small wrongs for the sake of bigger rights. Toastmaster Manas.
Thank you. It's I have time to think.
Yeah, you have time.
Yeah, okay. So, good morning, everyone. My name is Manus, and I'll be talking about the topic. It is better to commit small wrongs than to, than to commit better rights. So, well, this can be interpreted in many ways. So, I'm going to be putting forward my interpretation of this. So, what I interpret from this topic is that you can lie in terms of the situation you're in order to put forward a bigger topic. Well, not always are we in our ideal situations such that, we are given a hard topic, an easy topic that we can always, rush to a conclusion. And many times we don't take other people's interests and we look forward to our interests, which, leads to us making the wrong decisions. But something to keep in mind is that there's always a bigger picture. You're never the biggest in the room. And that also applies to the same topic, that charity begins at home, but also should go outside your home. So, well, it's an impromptu. So, that's about it. Sorry.
Next, we'll have our third contestant. Jay Prakash. Our third contestant is Toastmaster Jay Prakash, and Toastmaster Jayaprakash, your topic is, it is better to commit small wrongs for the sake of bigger rights. It is better to commit small wrongs for the sake of bigger rights. Toastmaster Jayaprakash.
Let me read it. I mean, to say this is committing more wrongs than inside of small.
I cannot repeat it.
So, hi, Toastmaster members. So, I'm understanding about this topic is like before doing any work, right? Sometimes we need to take, right? We need to do things like very advanced before any work. Suppose before releasing, right? We need to do things parallel face by face testing. During that itself, we will come to know failures because facing failures before releasing to any release, right? So it will be more better and can release a fine product to customers. So then I think he will be fine, right, while receiving his product. So in this context, I'm saying committing more failures in the sense like we can expect. I think so we can try to see errors well in advance before releasing.
Toastmaster Kirti. Toastmaster Kirti, the topic for you is, it is better to commit small wrongs for the sake of bigger rights. It is better to commit small wrongs for the sake of bigger rights. Toastmaster Kirti.
Good morning, everyone. Today, on this table topic, it's better to commit small wrongs than for the sake of better things. So, what I understand from this topic is sometimes there are situations when we don't get exactly what we want, and we understand that we won't be able to get exactly what we want, and we might commit small mistakes like if you imagine you wanted to participate in some contest in your school or anything like that, so you don't you miss that opportunity because you're afraid or you can't get enough support or you're just reluctant to participate more. So in these small situations we just back out of it, but instead in the last moment, have you experienced somebody that your friend or your teacher or anybody, they ask you, it's your one and only chance, you have to try it because you never know what might happen. So it's better never to quit and just try it, and anything can happen. So at these situations, when we feel that we can't back out of the situation, we have to go through it. Even though we are not prepared for it anything, at the last moment you can just try it because it's your best choice. So sometimes you might commit small mistakes, but in the end, if you get an opportunity, don't miss it. That's a very big mistake. So it's better to commit small mistakes than not go for the bigger goal. As I had an experience in my school that one day there was this music competition and I love singing. So, but I had stage fright and I was not very confident to sing. But then the last moment, my teacher told me that you have to do it. I know you have a good voice, so try it out. So then I just did it at the last moment, even though I knew I was making a mistake in the last time, I could not go back in time and do it, right? That's just the thing about life. So you just have to do whatever you get in the last moment. So I decided, okay, it's my choice and it's up to me. So I opted for that and I got selected. So that's my message for what I wanted to derive from this. Thank you.
Understanding of the government now. You don't need
We were thinking. Wow. Overqualified.
Someone.
Okay, all the contestants, have been, qualified for being voted. Okay, that was a wonderful table topic session. So one thing I will tell people who are coming on the stage, do not have fear. Whenever you are coming on stage, first things first is you have to be attentive of what the person is telling. Be all ears to them. That was one lesson I had learned when I was participating in one of the area contests. One of my fellow contestants told me, see, this person who's on stage, he does not speak properly. Be very attentive. And being attentive is very important. Observe things and then present yourselves. Take your time, gather your thoughts, and present it on the go. On that note, the voting link has been shared, and we will be announcing the or you send the message.
Participants can vote.
No.
I don't know, but I want to increase the voting.
No.
It should be a good thing that you cannot vote for yourself in those forms.
Okay, we will give that.
Right, because you are the policies are not heard, so it's not fair. That's the more.
First one I got.
Does anyone have a good gel pen?
No, this is not gel, but this is good.
I saw someone having.
No,
okay, we'll call him. We'll announce. Okay, a time allotted for G is 2 minutes only. 2 to 3 minutes. 3 minutes. So we'll invite general evaluator for today's meeting who arrived late. We are with a warm round of applause.
Thank you, everybody. More than general evaluation, I'd like to give feedback to the evaluation speech contestants today, purely as a judge. And I'll tell you why. I listened to all of you guys and I made some points. All have the potential to cause structural damage. When I say structural damage, competition clubs at the area level, moving forward, division level. I'm thinking straight to the results, right? So let me go on by Vinayagam. Unfortunately, you went on the speech mode, not on evaluation. So where you could have used those muscle, you did not. You did not go after your speaker. You are very polite and said thank you very much. That's not all. Naga Mahesh, I will rip you for grammar. You made too many grammatical faults, which means in that mark sheet out of 100, you lost 10. I'm straight with you. I'm talking to you guys only on the judging sheet basis. As a judge, you have that 30, 40, 10, 10, right? You lost your 10 marks on a grammar straight. Even if your content was good, that negates your effort. Detail, good. Feedback, positive. But you never went after the negatives. Why? Being polite is nice. Being practical also matters. As an evaluator, it is your bounden duty to give positive feedback. It's like saying, you're a donkey. I think your IQ level is around 70. There's potential to improve. I'm not calling it out. Please use that savagely. Okay, Narasimhan sir, good work, because he's got the experience of doing it. A few points. I will say you don't use the OBC method. That was too cliched for your level of performance. I expected you to go drill down more, which you actually started out. I'll be very straight with you. You went on, where you went over the transformation part, you mentioned about the teachers and also a few grammatical things. He said, my teachers, you said our teachers. Guys, this is where the listening part comes into play. If at all you have all attended judges training, these are all things which come into making a good judgment call. Okay. Otherwise, the point, see, there are specific things which Narasimhan picked up. For example, he picked Arun Sriram got inserted. How come none of you picked up on? Because that was the first point for this guy to start up, no? That was the opening hitch point, right? How come none of you picked on that? These are the things, the highlights of the speech. Make a point of the highlights of the speech, go after it. There will be good points, there will be bad points. The bad points are where you give the feedback part. Good points is it fantastically done. Put the jack over the let that guy out, because that is where you earn your score. Nobody's bothered about what the speaker said. Only what you can do here, right? Then position monotony, okay, fine. That was okay, fine. Otherwise, I think you do a very good solid job. A little more practice session. If you're rusty, I'm going to give it. I'll say one. Veena, again, grammar. You have to fine tune on the grammar. Major plus point for you, ability of perspective. Your argument gives a very different perspective compared to the others. Others follow the format. So that is a critical advantage at your benefit. Learn to leverage that, is what I will say. And you used, why I said of a grammar, you use the phrase few things too many times. Right? Last, Ajit. Ability exists. Pace, solid. Content, a little practice. But you spend too much time thinking, I cannot study for that. You spend at least 30 seconds in this device, which you can use for your argument. Otherwise, a good, I know it's been a little blunt and straight, but my intent is very simple as PQD. I'm serving as a division PQD also. One of us stands on district entity sport. I don't want anything less from that. I'm not bothered what happens on the rest of division D or any of the other divisions. Our people for the 3 contests stand on that podium. So all I ask is, please make that successful.
Exceeded 1 minute. Okay, I will call our presiding officer for today's meeting, Master Dixon, and also the Sergeant at Arms who went enable the contest. And I would like to thank everyone who has attended today's meeting, even online, and the way you have participated and encouraged the participants. A great job done. Now I will request Toastmaster Dixon to hand over the best evaluator.
The best evaluator for today's contest is Toastmaster Narasimhan.
Okay, that's the end of. And I will request the general evaluator for today's meeting, Toastmaster Manoj, to come and give the best table topic speaker. To a non-person.
We are replacing existing.
So we are within time. Thank you. We are.
Please applause.
We are within time, so I would request now people to share their feedback, or next, would you like to take the honors?
Oh my God.
I don't like to spend next. Wow.
Okay, so I'll make it feedback from our guest, the 2 lines.
So in session, I really got stunned by the speech of Mr. Preeti. I didn't expect so this much potential change. So that's only thing
Yes.
It was mesmerizing. Really strong by this presentation.
Thank you. Thank you. Before winding up the meeting, I have a small announcement. Oh, sorry for that. I'm sorry. What's that again?
Rohit.
Okay, yes, yes.
So I really enjoyed this meeting after a very long time I'm coming here. And I could recollect my old memories of the speeches, what I used to give and attend the sessions. So it was a great session. I really enjoyed it. Maybe if few more prepared speeches were there, it would have been more fun, I felt.
Today is a contest session. Usually it's our contest session.
Oh,
That's right. Yeah.
Otherwise,
Practically there.
because we have a lot of new members, we just wanted to give them a feel of the contest.
Okay.
So we have a contest on October 8th.
Yeah.
So just take a preparation for that.
Okay.
Yeah. Next week onward we have a normal meeting, regular meeting. You're always welcome. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. And before winding up the meeting, I have a small announcement for all the new members. There is a division level activities going on October 7th, right? Yeah. This is regarding the induction of the members. It's like how the Toastmasters is helping them in their professional life, even in the personal life. So I will share the details in the WhatsApp group. So whoever is interested, please join, please register and attend the education session or event. It may be for 2 or 3 years now. So that is on October 7th. Yeah, here only, right? And the big session is going to happen on October 8th. I request everyone be part of that contest. Please speak up your name for volunteer and participation. That's it. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, congratulations all. We finished within time. Thank you, Sanika. Because if we don't finish time, you have to pay extra. Yeah.
We have to keep
We have to take this.
Yeah. We finish the photo session. I'll do it. Mine. Can you close that?